I'm live. Hi. Oh, there's already so many people here. Hi. Why do you look? Oh, eye emoji. I just was taking that thumbnail picture forever, and I honestly couldn't take a good one because I look like rough right now. So I just decided to hunker down. Everything's fine. I didn't mean to alarm anyone. Hi. Finally early for once. Pear. We got the pear emoji going. How is everybody doing? How's it going? Hi. Oh, here we go. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kate. Oh, we have two Sarahs. Yay, finally early from London. Oh, I love London. It's so fun. OMG, I'm so bored. Me too. That's why I wanted to do this. I was like, honestly, I'm so bored. Also, let me know if the sound quality in this is good. Because I'm using like an actual microphone and I want to know if it improves the sound quality or if it's just doesn't make a difference. Let me know. I'm gonna just tweet this out really quick so that way people know that we're live. We're crushing it. Let's see here. I see the chat is going crazy already. Hi, I love your sweater. Thank you. I actually got this sweater pretty recently. I really like it. It's very bright and different, I feel like. Everybody smile. We're doing the typical selfie for Twitter. All right. Come chat. Tweet. Okay. Hi. Hey, friends. Hey. Oh my gosh, so many people. How are you and Charles doing? We're doing well. I think he's modding right now downstairs, which I appreciate. So that's cool. But we're doing fine. Why do you do it about this time? It's right when the news is on. This is just the time I always upload, so I just do lives this time too. I'm sorry. It's definitely like impossible to find a time to do a live stream where everybody can also do it. So I just tend to do it at the times that I would normally upload. I love how he rickrolled his students. Yeah, Charles did something really funny for April Fool's Day. He has to do online classes. He's a teacher, so he's been teaching online classes. And instead of posting like a link to the like thing for the week, he posted like a rickroll video, which I thought was really funny. I feel like he literally waited his whole life to do that, like 100%. Did this pandemic affect your wedding plan on the way it's affecting other people? So we're considering ourselves lucky, and I feel horrible for the people it is affecting. Hey Queen, hey. It's 11 p.m. where I am, so watching you all cozy in bed. I have my blanket today. It's a very cozy day for me. I definitely. Oh wait, what does it say? Did you hear about a New York City influencer, Naomi Davis, leaving the state with her fam to head west in an RV? I didn't. That's interesting though. I know a lot of people are leaving New York City right now though, so hi, Hannah. Hi. Oh my gosh. Everything's happening. Oh, just the Hufflepuff. Just that Hufflepuff. I always see your comments on my videos. um, this is better than the news anyway. Watch the news though. Like that is also important. Did you hear about Sephora? Everyone's asking about Sephora. Yeah, I did. So if you don't know, Sephora. Oh, Lacey, you're here. I see you. Yay, let me mod Lacey because we've been having issues with her being able to be in the chat. So, oh my god, I'm so excited that we can see Lacey. So Sephora, if you don't know, which I feel like it's blowing up a lot on Twitter, which is interesting. Sephora basically fired, and correct anyone correct me if I'm getting the details wrong, because I was really only able to look into it a little bit. Sephora basically fired all of their part-time employees over conference call that was like 3 minutes long, where they basically were like, hey, you're all fired. You have no guarantee of your job when this is over, which is different than what a lot of other companies have been doing. So they were like, you're all fired. You have no guarantee of having a job again. And that's that on that. And then they just hung up the phone. So I'm just like, the thing about it that makes me even more mad is like, they are, first of all, they're $1 billion company, so they can afford to pay their employees. Like, that's ridiculous. Second of all, I've been seeing that a lot of the part-time employees were going to cosmetology school to become licensed estheticians. So that way they could like be full-time, and Sephora was offering to pay for that. So now they don't know if that's going to get paid for anymore. Probably not. To do that so quickly is really frustrating. Is that even legal? I guess it is legal. I think it's just frustrating too, because they made a whole thing, like Sephora did. When all of this pandemic stuff started happening, they were like, we're all in this together. Like, we're a family. We're going to support our Sephora family, like all of these things. And then they just did that. And it's like, the way I see it, first of all, it's incredibly screwed up. But the other way I see it is like, I just think this is going to not be the first. Like, I think there's going to be so much more of this. We've already seen companies do things like this. And I think that's going to get progressively worse. And it just makes me angry because it's like, you're a $1 billion company owned by an even more successful $1 billion company. And you're telling me you can't wait another like month or two to pay your employees. Like, it's just ridiculous. Ulta entered the chat. Ulta had a much better point system anyway. So honestly, that's all we need to know. Yeah, I'm definitely really frustrated. Kind of like what I said in my video though yesterday, where I was talking about like watching out for companies. Like, pay attention to this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm paying attention to this. I feel shitty because I just placed an order for them like a couple of days ago. Wish I hadn't, because I don't know. It's hard. Done shopping at Sephora. It's not like Sephora pays them that much to begin with. Ulta keeps us and is paying us. Yeah, I saw that Ulta's keeping you guys, which is really good. They tell us to save as individuals for 3 to 4 months, but corporation needs bailouts after 3 weeks. Exactly. It would have cost Sephora less than 1% of their worth to keep paying their part-time workers for 1 more month. Yeah, that's insane. How about instead of paying wages, lots of big companies bought. Oh, don't even start, Charles. Charles made me start crying earlier, not because he said anything wrong, but we were talking about how a lot of companies were just in the US were just bailed out. And I'm going to get emotional talking about it. A lot of companies were just bailed out via like the new bill that was just passed, and they were bailed out so they could pay their employees. That was like the reason allegedly they were getting the money. But a lot of them turned around and bought their own stock while it was incredibly low. So that way, when it can go up higher in the next few months, they can sell it back and make a profit. So they took their bailout money and is essentially like spinning it around so they can make a profit on it. So, yeah, not great. Oh, I can understand laying people off so they can apply for employment insurance, but then not hiring them back, that's disgusting. That's how I feel. Because a lot of jobs are laying people off, but they're doing it so people can collect the benefits of unemployment. And they're saying, as soon as we can get back up and running, your job is here. Like, we're keeping your job. We just can't afford it right now, which that I totally understand. Like, I get it. Wait. Oh, sorry. I gotta finish the sentence. That I totally understand and that I totally get. Like that's called a furlough. Thank you. So they're furloughing people, which I totally understand. But to lay people off and then be like, oh, you have to reapply if you want to work at Sephora again. Why? What's the point of that? Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. And I also don't understand how, from a PR perspective, they didn't see this as being like a total nightmare. Do they think people don't care? Like, obviously people care. What companies are people planning to boycott after all this? I don't, my list is extensive at this point. It's just a lot. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on comments. It's also so much more work to hire people again. Yeah, that's the whole thing. And I think it's just cringy because it's like, you literally said that you were all going to like stand by your employees and be in this together, and then you just like weren't. So what's up with that? Also, it would cost them so much more money in the long run to go through the application process with the thousands of apps they would have to go through. They played themselves. I agree. You have to wonder like why they did that. I heard a rumor that New York might stop considering liquor stores a priority. That's going to piss some people off. I feel like a lot of people are like drinking to help through this. Ooh, the Ellen thing. I saw that. Nikki Tutorials like shaded Ellen, and now people are saying Ellen's like a crappy boss. That's interesting, but like weirdly not that surprising. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm not surprised by that one. Ellen. So Nikki Tutorials basically was on a different like television program, and she basically said, um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. She basically said that Ellen was like not really that pleasant to work with, and that Ellen was very cold and like distancing and very cold and distancing, and that she like didn't make time to hang out with her or anything or like talk to her before the show, and that it just wasn't like a great experience. And I guess people have been saying shit about Ellen. Oh, sorry, saying stuff about Ellen for like a long time, and saying that she's like not the greatest boss. She's really cold. She's not a good person. And I think it's just interesting because her whole thing is like, oh, spread positivity, but it's also like I guess she's not very nice in person, which I think is interesting. I saw Kathy Griffin live and she said Ellen was the rudest person in Hollywood. Yeah, I kind of believe it, honestly. I read an article about Ellen a while back. It was when her like late night her comedy special with I think it was with Netflix. It was when that was coming out, and I read this whole article of somebody following her around to like talk to her and interview her, and the interviewer even implied that Ellen was kind of mean to her employees. So, I bet if she wasn't so like nice on TV and you would like never imagine that like she would be rude in person because of how she acts on TV, I feel like nobody would really be surprised by it, but because she acts so nice, it's like I feel like her being rude is probably amplified because her TV persona is so kind. Does that make sense? Ellen is so condescending to her guests, though. Yeah, I used to love Ellen, and I feel like along the years, her jokes have just gotten more and more like not great. Kind of mean. Yeah, I think maybe she can't live up to her TV persona. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. James Charles Trinity. Oh, I saw that. I don't really care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I saw that James Charles and Trinity got into a like Twitter fight where they were just insulting each other back and forth. I just don't care. I think the thing about my life right now is like Twitter drama. I just like so many things are going on that I'm just like I can't be bothered to care about James Charles getting into a fight on Twitter right now. I can't. I cannot. Like people are losing their jobs. I just can't. I can't care. Let's see. She gets humor off of making people uncomfortable, even when it's uncomfortable for the viewer and the guest. I would agree with that. Let's see. I don't know who Trinity is. Oop, I think Trinity was on Drag Race. I think I wasn't entirely sure either, but I'm pretty sure. I'm a sound tech. It is hard when somebody you admire is not nice. Yeah. And when they don't live up to that like expectation, you know. Did you see Jeffree Star was sending people money on Cash App a few weeks ago? Yeah, Charles and I actually did a whole podcast on it. If you want to go check it out, it's on like influencer altruism. It's one of my favorite things we've done. Lacey said drag queens. She's a drag queen. She won Superstar. Got it. Okay. Oh, Just Jazzy. I did hear about that. The Dakota Johnson bit on Ellen was the best. That was the best. When she was like, actually, Ellen, I did invite you to my birthday party after Ellen tried to be like, no, you didn't. That was great. People who get an online drama right now are pathetic. There are people dying left and right. Get over yourself. What's her podcast called? It's called Middle Ground Podcast, actually. How did you feel about Trisha's Hebrew video? Trisha Paytas? I don't know. I'm saying nothing. Did you see the, oh my God, is there like a lot of drama happening that I just didn't know? Everybody's like talking. I love that hoodie. Thank you. I love this hoodie. Everyone's asking me if there's like opinions on drama. Have I just been out of the loop? What are your thoughts on Tiger King? So we're actually posting a video, like I think tomorrow, about Tiger King. So me and Charles are going to post one. I like your hydro flask. It's pretty. Thanks. I ordered a bunch of stickers. Can we never talk about Trisha Paytas again? Yes. Yes, we can. Did you watch Tana's new video? Yeah, Tana posted like an hour-long video. I'm trying to form my thoughts, I guess. I watched Luke Alexander's video and I thought he did a good job. I believed a lot of it. Like I do believe that she genuinely, basically the video was explaining her behavior with the MTV show and stuff. But I also think like she I think very obviously struggles with the things that she's talking about. Like she talks a lot about struggling with anxiety and depression and things like that. And I think it's pretty obvious she actually does struggle with those things. But I also think there is an aspect to her that's kind of just, she can be kind of rude to people. And like, maybe she's not always the nicest person and things like that. You know what I mean? Because like in the first season, there was hints of this too, where she's blaming her like bad attitude on all of that. And I think in reality, like sometimes she's just probably a little like rude to people. And it's like, that's just kind of how she is. But I do believe a lot of what she said about like depression and anxiety. Like I believe she struggled with that. And I hope she's like seriously feeling better and actually does feel better. Cause I don't know, you never want somebody to be struggling, you know? Nobody is ever always the nicest person. No, that's completely true. I more mean, I think sometimes she's like past the point of like, you know how you like snap at people? I feel like she just kind of is like rude to people sometimes when she's stressed out. That's what it seems like. I also do think she like puts blame on a lot of things and puts blame on other people. She lacks accountability and self-awareness. Thank you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I think she lacks a lot of accountability because I do agree that a lot of the things she talked about like could have been caused because of anxiety and depression. But I also think there were certain things that she was trying to like blame on MTV. And I don't think, and she was liking comments on her video that were like shading MTV. And I think while it's probably true that like MTV did edit certain parts to not be favorable for her, I also think she probably did like other things too, that like they just showed what she did, you know? I hope that made sense. I'm trying to tread carefully because I never want to seem like I'm like bashing somebody who's very obviously struggling with mental health issues. And I'm happy for her if she really is like overcoming them. I think that's great. How is it living in New York right now? Yeah, it's a little scary. We're not in the city, so the city has it the worst right now. But you know, we're doing okay. I saw someone say something about the Hype House, and I actually just watched that video about the Hype House. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it or not, because that's interesting to me, what's going on with everything there. I don't know if anybody's interested in like the Hype House or things like that. Like, I don't know if you guys actually care. She should have known that if she was going to be on a reality show, they would twist her words. Yeah, I can see that, but I can also, I've weirdly, since being in quarantine, I fell down this weird rabbit hole of like dance moms. And you guys remember that show Dance Moms? Where it was like, I found all these accounts that talk about like the shady stuff that the producers would do to like twist the narratives. And it's kind of changed I guess I always knew reality TV was like low key fake. Everybody's like, what's the Hype House? Hold on. I always knew reality TV was like fake, but I also feel like I didn't realize the extent to which a lot of producers would like edit things since watching that. And now I've seen how they like edit things. So I believe that like they probably did edit things to make her look worse. But I also think you have to say the words like, it's just asthma. I might as well have had a clean bill of health for them to be able to put that together. You know what I mean? The Hype House is perfect. Hype House is like the TikTok of Team 10. Yeah, basically. They're like basically the Team 10 of TikTok. Like they have a house together and they all make TikToks together. There's like 20 of these kids. And one of the girls who was supposedly a founder got like massively screwed over. And I watched her whole video. I found it really, really interesting. So I actually would do like a video about it if you guys would want that. Sounds awful. Yeah, it doesn't sound great. I talked about it in my video about TikTok like a while back, but I think I kind of glazed over it. Have you seen the David Dobrik stuff? Seems like he and his friends still hang out and ignore social distancing. I did not see that, but that would not surprise me. I think a lot of influencers are probably ignoring social distancing. But Hannah, can you recommend any commentary drama channels? I'm sick to death of watching people kiss up to Jeffree and Shane. Angelica Oles is great. I love her. Luke Alexander is really great. Creepshow Art has some really good content. Ready to Glare has some really good content. There's probably more that I'm just like forgetting, but those are right off the top of my head. I completely miss Vines. Yeah, I liked Vine. I feel awful for Daisy. How can you get kicked out of a house you put your $18,000 in for? Yeah, she got really screwed over. I'm surprised she's not taking legal action because like I would. Tiffany Ferg's amazing. As Told by Kenya is also amazing. You guys are recommending. I love it. Yeah, I love Angelica. She's great. Tiffany Ferg is so nice too. She's like actually hysterical. I've talked to her a few times and she's like genuinely fucking funny. Let's see. I'm done with how big drama channels changed their opinion on Jeffree and Shane because they got PR. I don't want to get in trouble for talking about things, okay? Staying in my own lane. I mean, why would Daisy put up 18K without any contract? That's the one thing I liked about her video. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, this girl who basically started the Hype House with these other people, she put up 18K. Dishwashing Liquid is also another good channel. Side note, I love her. She is fantastic. But she basically put up 18K to like get this house for the Hype House, and then the guys basically were kind of sketchy and like got her out of it's a lot more complicated, but I'm giving you the abridged version. They like kind of just like kicked her out basically, and kind of like pretended like she didn't put down that money for the business, that she just did it to like be friends with them or whatever. And I liked that she put a really good like message in it about the fact that you need to have contracts, like you need to get things in writing, like make sure you're doing what you can. Like I really enjoyed that. I'm glad she put a spin on it to be like, I was dumb for not getting things in writing. And I'm glad she like wanted to educate people on that instead of just being like she talked about where she went wrong too, which I think is the most rational I've ever seen a TikToker be. She was very rational about it. Like she knew that they screwed her over, but she also knew that like she screwed up in the first place too, which I thought was really good. Did you see how the 21-year-old invested the least and now has heaps of money in buying a Tesla? I did see that. For crime and makeup, I'd recommend Bailey Sarian. I do like Bailey. Are there any influencers actually taking the mask sponsor? I don't know. I haven't seen any taking a sponsorship from them. I've been looking, but I haven't seen anybody actually take that sponsorship. So I think a lot of people thought that I got some comments of people being like, oh, this is a fake like thing, like it's a scam. But the company has actually been around for a while. They weren't selling masks before. I didn't really clarify that in the video because I didn't really think anybody would think it was fake, but they'd been around for a long time. I did a lot of research into it and, we'll see. Am I the only one so confused by all the sudden drama? What is going on? I think people are bored. I think that's why I haven't really been keeping up with a lot of drama, just because I'm just tired and like there's just so much happening and it's just exhausting. But I believe that there's probably going to be an influx of drama because I think people are going to just be bored, How are you doing these days? I'm okay. I'm definitely, I'm getting in there. I'm probably not going to stay on the full hour tonight just because I know we have to make dinner tonight and I don't want to make Charles wait, but. As a fellow New Yorker, how do you feel about Andrew Cuomo right now and before Corona? I actually just talked about this on the podcast. So, but basically, I think he's handling Corona well, but he's not my favorite person. Oh, thank you so much. Let me see if I can say this right. Griffith Berserk said, "Thank you so much for always telling people to vote. It's so important right now for us to be aware so we can make a difference." Aw, thank you. Let's see. You can use a handkerchief and a couple hair ties for a mask that's 95% effective to block droplets, but all we do is tell people to wash hands. They should be anyway. Okay. I don't know. They're saying that you don't need masks if you aren't actively sick. And I think that's number one, to keep it so we have a supply of masks for like people who work in, helping others who are working in hospitals and fields and things like that. But we'll see. I wish you'd notice me. You're my favorite person ever. Hi, Michael. Michelle, Michael. I can't read, I feel like. Okay. When did you see some of your friends last time? I think it's been about 17 days since I've seen anyone other than Charles. How long do you think this pandemic will last for? We're hunkering down until about this summer. We're anticipating it lasting through the summer. Maybe even longer, but let's see. I agree with Hannah's opinions about the masks. I'd say 12 to 18 months. It's not going to be totally fixed until we have a vaccine. So that's my opinion, at least, and kind of what I've been reading. So how do you feel about 3 states not postponing Democratic primaries? I think that is a violation of people's voting rights. So I do. I don't think it's fair to force people to leave their homes during a pandemic to go vote. I think voting should be made as easy as possible for people. So, and I think already there's laws in place that impede on people's voting rights. So, how are you getting groceries going out? So we just haven't really been getting groceries. We stocked up. I don't think we've been to the grocery store in over a week and a half. No, it's got to have been longer than that. We stocked up basically, and we just haven't left. And eventually we'll probably have to leave again, but we're trying to not do that. I think we saw that there was like delivery apps and stuff to do like grocery delivery apps, and our grocery store also has the option to go like pick up at the grocery store. Like you can order the food ahead of time and then you just go in and pick it up. So we might do something like that. Instacart. Yeah, we've heard about Instacart. So we'll see. I agree. It's vile that they're still holding the primaries. Yeah, I just don't think that's, I think it's a violation of people's rights, to be perfectly honest. I'm really glad that New York postponed it. I think that was absolutely the responsible choice to make. I wouldn't be surprised if the, general elections have to get postponed. I hope they don't, but you never know. Oh, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you for all you do watching from Poland. My heritage is Polish, so that's kind of cool. If you see local farmers markets are still open, I work at farmers markets in New York City, and they've made so many changes to make them as safe as possible right now. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's the thing too, is we want to support local businesses, but we're also not ordering any like takeout or going to any stores for pickups. We've been cooking all of our food, and that's really just because Charles is immunocompromised. So we're taking like severe precautions. And we just don't feel comfortable because we don't know who's making the food. And, with sometimes people who are sick aren't showing symptoms. And especially after my friend got sick, he worked at, I'm not going to say the place, but he worked at a food place basically, and they had to close his whole store because he had been sick and serving people because he didn't know. So I think that's kind of made us be like, And from the get, we've just not been ordering any food or anything. Oh, are people asking about Oliver? He's so good. Hannah, are you aware that there was a lawsuit in 2016? It was ruled that the DNC has the right to rig primaries. Send me a source. I'd love to read about it. I feel like having a Big Mac. Charles and I have actually been talking about like food that we've been craving. It's getting to that point because we haven't been able to eat out in almost we're on day 18 of quarantine today. So we haven't eaten, we've probably been over like 20-ish days since we've ordered food or eaten out. So we were talking about all the places we're gonna go when this is like over. We have this really nice steakhouse near our house that we've only ever been to once, but we were like, we're going there as soon as this is over. That's gonna be the first place. In our supermarkets, there are guards waiting to tell us to separate. Honestly, I know that seems so extreme, but like it's kind of necessary at this point. Like, I know there are certain places where they're only letting certain people in at a time so it doesn't get too crowded, which I know it's annoying to have to like wait in a line to go in, but I mean, I feel like that's, we got to do what we got to do. Homemade garbage plate mukbang. We've actually made a garbage plate homemade before it was when I had Patreon. Oh my God, it took forever though. It literally took forever. It took so long to make it and to film it. And it was awful. It was a good garbage plate though. Like he ended up making it really well, but it just took so long. It wasn't worth it. I'm struggling with my classes being online. How are you dealing with it? I like keep forgetting that I'm still in school. Like, is anybody else who's in classes having this problem where they're like literally forgetting that they're still in school? Are there bots? Ugh, I hate when the bots find me. Be gone. Be gone, bots. Yeah, I just keep forgetting that I'm in school because I'm not going and I'm so out of my routine that like I'll like randomly be like, oh my God, I have to check Blackboard because I haven't, you know what I mean? School feels optional. Yeah, like it's so weird how like the second I didn't have any structure, I was like, am I still even in school? Although I will say, like, I was very nervous when this whole thing got announced. But the more and more that we've been getting information from my college, they have been so incredibly understanding and like helpful and making sure that we're all doing okay, and making sure that we're all going to pass and like reducing the number of hours we need and reducing assignments and making alternative assignments. And like, they've been so incredibly helpful. So, oh, Maddie, thank you so much. Maddie said, love your content. Hope you're practicing self-care. Trying. Trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I think it's hard to practice self-care sometimes because you're just like, you know what I mean? It's just like a lot. Like you're just like doing so much. I actually feel like I'm really busy lately just because I've been trying to post so much and I've been trying to make a routine for myself. So it's like I wake up, I like deal with the dog, do all that stuff, like try to just hang out for a minute, and then I like film, edit, upload, and that takes up a really huge part of my day. So I'm getting like, did you already touch on why you won't order delivery? Oh, we just don't order delivery because Charles is immunocompromised. So we're just not risking anything at this point in time. We're the people though that are like sanitizing their groceries before they bring them in the house and like sanitizing packages and like we're doing like the most, but honestly, we just feel like we have to because we're not going to risk it. So we actually did go to the beach today though, which was crazy because we haven't like really left our neighborhood in a while, but we have a beach that's really, really close to us. And we were like, oh, let's just go. It was a beautiful day. Oliver's never been to the beach. And we went and there was like 15 people. Everybody was just like apart and we all were just taking walks. And it was really nice. If you guys have nature, we're really lucky in upstate New York because we have a ton of nature near us that we can like do stuff like that. But if you do have nature near you, I would recommend just going for a little bit and just don't touch anything, like don't talk to people, but like, do it. Because it made us feel, I think I can speak for both of us that it made us both feel a lot better. Hoping they'll postpone graduation to the summer. Yeah, our graduation got canceled, which at first really sucked. And I think I am still kind of sad about it. I was like, Charles, we should do like a video of like our graduation or something. I don't think we're going to do it though, but I think it does suck. But at the same time, it's like, we just got to do what we got to do. It's important. I'm glad they canceled it ultimately, even though it sucks, because it's like, I'm glad they're taking it seriously. And I'm also glad that they gave people a lot of notice, because I would have had people in my life like flying here to see my graduation. And I wouldn't have want them to like book the tickets and then, all of that stuff. So a week and a half ago, my family went on a hike. There were literally hundreds of people. Yeah, had the beach been crowded, we absolutely would not have gone. I think we went and there was like nobody. Also, I think it helped that we went on like a weekday and like kind of a weird time. It wasn't like lunchtime or anything like that. And I think that helped because there was like literally nobody there. I even said, I was like, if this is too crowded, like we're leaving, but it was nobody. I think we saw maybe like 15 people total. And also that beach itself is kind of like, it's also like a little bit of a park and it's pretty small anyway. So, but Oliver loved it. He was so hype. We took him on the sand for a second and he like lost his mind. He was so excited. I think all churches need to be closed and fuel stations should hire people to pump and payment should be online. I thought churches weren't allowed to meet. Am I wrong? Our town went into lockdown last night and my neighbors are having a party. Oh my God. That makes me so angry. Oh, Myra, thank you so much. Myra said, my daughter is a high school senior. My daughter's high school senior year has now been canceled. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for high school seniors. Like, I know because I'm in college, it's like I missed out on graduation or everything, but your senior year of high school, there's so many things that happen and like so many things you look forward to that it's like, I completely get why those kids are upset. I also low-key hate that adults are telling them to like not be upset. Because it's like, let kids be upset about something. Like, it does suck. You can acknowledge that there's something horrific going on, so it needs to happen, and also acknowledge that it sucks for those kids. Like, you can acknowledge both things. Both can be true at the same time. Yeah, like prom, all of those things. We waited for so long. I remember how that was like, those were like huge things my senior year. So I get it. I feel so sorry for students. Yeah, I feel bad for students in general. I mean, I feel bad. It's hard because it's like I feel bad for everyone. So it's like I feel like there's just a lot of feeling bad, you know. This is a Sherpa blanket, by the way. I've upgraded from that pink blanket from Glomus 2 years ago, if anybody remembers that. Say it louder for people in the back. Yeah, I feel like you're allowed. I don't know. That's the thing that's bothering me about like lately, the culture online is like if anybody's upset, it's like, Kim, there's people that are dying. And it's like, well, yeah, but both can be true. Like both are allowed to be valid. You know what I mean? Many schools in California paused the school year and are doing remedial work. Yeah, that's kind of what is happening here because the school district I was working at, not all the kids have Wi-Fi or access to the internet or computers. So they can't really make schoolwork mandatory because they can't ensure that the kids can get on the internet. Myra, thank you so much. Myra said, some pastors are ignoring the rules and having mass. I think you meant rules, but ignoring the rules. I don't want to say too much about that. But I disagree with that decision. I think it's not a good idea to go to a packed church at the moment. I think that's probably a bad idea. But I will acknowledge that I think Easter is going to be really hard for a lot of people. So I get why people are like upset because I know Easter's are really, even for like our family, I celebrate a lot with Charles's family for Easter usually. And we always do like with both sides of his family, it's something big. We go to, church and stuff. And like, I feel bad. It's going to be weird, like not doing anything for Easter. You know what I mean? But it has to be done. So it has to be done. Oh man. There was a pastor that was arrested for having Sunday service. And that feels a little extreme. I feel like you could just do like a citation or something. I don't know. I don't know about arrested, but I don't know. A lot of things are going to happen that are going to like be kind of weird. I feel like we're going to see headlines like that a lot. Like weird things happening. I just know it's going to get weirder and worse before it gets better. So I'm just kind of like, sorry if this isn't like uplifting. I'm trying to be uplifting, but it's also like I'm in a weird headspace right now because I've been having like mini emotional breakdowns all day of like being sad. Charles, the bots. Where are the bots? Oh, I see. Let me try to take care of it. It's so hard from here though. Did I do it? Did I put you in a timeout? It's so oh man. He just yelled from downstairs. He's like, sorry. I know he's trying to play a game right now too, so why are there so many bots? I don't know. Sometimes we randomly get hit, usually around this time, like the 40-minute mark, we'll randomly get hit with a bunch of bots, and it's so annoying. They gave the pastor multiple warnings. Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay. He was arrested because he said if you came in, any virus would be taken off of you. Like, that makes more sense. That's the thing, is like, we have to, I'm glad people provided context, because this whole time I was like, well, that's kind of weird to do. But I'm glad people said context. Oh my God, there's so many bots. What is happening? I work at a grocery store in California, and it's so absurd. We wipe everything down and do all we can to protect the customers, but all they give the workers is gloves. I know at our Wegmans, right before we stopped going out, they had like big glass sneeze guards up, and it was like, I'm glad it was something though. Like, at least they were protecting people a little bit, but it was just like a lot. It's going to get weird and worse before it gets better is my mood. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. How do you feel about James Charles's YouTube original coming out? Oh my God. Did you guys see that? He posted his like the TV show he's been working on with YouTube Originals. I will say I've seen a lot of criticism about the lack of diversity, and I wholeheartedly agree with that one. Like, completely and 100% agree that there's just such a lack of diversity with the 6 contestants that were picked. It's upsetting, I think. Let's see. They're copying people's. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. Oh God, that post is the opposite of inclusivity. Exactly. It's like and the thing about it is, like, with makeup, because it's such a subjective art form, it's not like it's like objectively these were the top 6 most qualified. Like, they could have found a person who was just as equally as qualified, who could have actually brought some diversity into that cast. It's like, it's just weird to me that they wouldn't think about that at all. So weird to me. I also don't know anything about the show, but I'm probably not going to watch it. Just because I don't know, like, it doesn't seem super interesting to me. Like, and also, what was the title? Was the title like, let me look. The title was something kind of weird too, that I was like, what? I think it was like instant influencer. Yeah, instant influencer. It's that easy. You just meet James Charles and you become an instant influencer. Oh, wow. Do you feel the urge to buy makeup during these times? I don't know if I feel the urge to buy makeup. It's less about, I'm buying less makeup, and I'm buying like clothes. Like, I bought a bunch of clothes because I wanted to have like summer and spring clothes. And then I was like, I'm not leaving my house. Why did I do that? And I'm also redoing this room right now. So I bought a little bit of like furniture, but not really any makeup. Makeup hasn't really interested me lately, like new makeup. I did order the Chanel bronzer, the cream bronzer, because a lot of you guys said in my video where I talked about like what I would rebuy, a lot of you guys said they changed the formula and you wanted to know if it was like better or worse. So I was like, oh, I'll buy that for like a review. But not really buying a ton. I've been doing a lot more makeup lately. I have more time. Yeah, same. I bought some sweats because I realized I don't own enough. I'm also guilty of buying more sweats. I did buy this sweatshirt. I really was doing like well of not buying like hoodies this year, and then the quarantine started and I fell off the deep end because I wear hoodies like every single day all day, and like sweatpants. I know they're saying you should like get dressed like you would be going to work, but I wear hoodies to this job. So I was like, okay. But I've been definitely like Adidas and Nike, I've been shopping on a little bit. They've also been having sales, so it's not helping anything, but I definitely love sweatpants and hoodies. It's like my favorite things to wear. I've been getting so lazy since the quarantine. I need to get it together. I feel that way too, but then I'm like, but do I need to get it together? Do I? I've been using the hell out of your Midas collab, Hannah. Oh, it's been literally so much fun getting to see you guys play with the Midas collab. Like, I haven't really gotten to talk about it yet. I'm going to do a talk tutorial next week that's going to have a giveaway that I'm really excited about. But I am just like seeing people like use the shades on their eyes is just the nuttiest thing on the planet. So it's been really cool to see you guys do that. Let's see. I've been trying to get dressed daily just so I don't feel greasy and sad. I wish I had the energy. I wish. I also just feel like I'm just sitting in my house. You know what I mean? Oh, it's been kind of nice though to like today when we went to the beach, I like wore a cute outfit just to try to feel good about myself, you know. And like I'll try to, if we go for walks around the block, I'll try to wear something cute. Or girl, that lip gloss is poppin'. Never Dull. Never Dull is one of my favorite shades. It's such a good gloss. Like high key, we're selling singles in the next launch, single glosses, so you can get like a single if you don't want the whole trio. And I am so excited for that. I can't wait for people to get to buy the single glosses. I think we should also use this time for self-care and enjoying the downside time despite the circumstances. Yeah, it kind of is like we're trying to treat it. Well, I'm trying to still treat it like I'm just like doing work kind of, because I still have to stay in the mindset that like I am going to school. I am still doing YouTube. Like I'm trying to stay in that mindset, but I also think I am being a little bit more lenient with myself now that we've been in it for a while to take days where I just like don't do anything. Don't answer emails, like don't talk to people, like just don't do anything. How long will the collection be available? So it's restocking again in April. So this month now. Restocking again in April. And I don't know exactly how long it's going to be available for. We've kind of always just said we're going to keep it around as long as people keep buying it and keep wanting it. But I'm assuming that like if we like have stock for a really long time, we'll let you guys know if that's like the last restock and things like that. Kristen, thank you so much. Kristen said, I think your palette is just as good as Pat McGrath. You get them. So proud of you. Love everyone's internet mom. Thank you so much. That was like the nicest thing ever. I love the shimmers in the palette so much. So I love that everybody else loves them because it's like all the reviews talk about the shimmers. That makes me so happy because those were my favorite parts of the palette. What is Charles talking about? Is Charles shading me? I feel like he's shading me in the chat. I'm going to take away his wrench. I'm just kidding. I need him to mod for me like desperately. Oh yeah, single glosses. I still have to work, but I am using the free time to clean, make more YouTube videos, just keeping my mind busy. I want to order now in April for the relaunch. Oh, yay. Yeah, I've definitely been like redecorating and reorganizing everything, cleaning. I did a huge closet declutter. I got rid of so many clothes that I'm saving them in the basement right now to donate when this is all over, because I don't think you can donate it right now. So everything's just kind of sitting there. And I was going to film it, but then I just decided to not because it was like a lot. It was a lot of work. It was just so much like, but I feel really good. I feel like lighter. I have a lot less like stuff, which is really nice. So I'm kind of just going to I've been redecorating and cleaning. Yeah, I've been redecorating. Like I ordered a new desk for my makeup, like a makeup desk. I ordered like a new chair for this room. I got some new decorations, like just trying to like make this room, since I'm going to have to be in this room so much, making it a space that I really, really love. So maybe when I'm done with it, I'll be able to do like a tour of the room again. Because I know I did a tour during Glomus, but it's about to change like a lot. There's going to be a lot of changes. Oh, man. I love your channel. I never comment on these, but I always watch them and appreciate you. Oh, thank you. If I had known I'd be working from home this long, I'd bought a better chair. That's how I feel. Like I was like, I have this little wooden chair over here I've been doing my makeup in, and I'm just like, no, this is just not gonna work. So yeah, it's been really cool to like be able to do that. And we're like deep cleaning the whole house and trying to get rid of things. We're finally finishing our porch, which I thought was going to take 2 days, and then it's now taken weeks. I was like, I feel like since it's like my home office kind of, I wanted to make it feel a lot more like an office and make it feel a little bit more like, you know what I mean? I know this isn't words, but I hope you're hope you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. Legit redid my room as a hobby. Yeah, I really like decorating too, and I love like redoing things. And I've been moving furniture around and throwing things away and like decluttering, and it's definitely been that's been a good experience. Do you play Animal Crossing? I do, but I haven't had time to play in the last like 4 days, and I'm so sad because now Charles is way ahead of me, and it makes me upset. But yeah. Oh, wait, here we go. I think I should go to sleep now. It's 11:50. I told myself I'd have an early night. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to like leave in a minute. I love how I was like, oh, it's gonna be a short one, but we're at 51 minutes and I'm Hannah, how happy was your family regarding your engagement? Oh, they were really happy. They love Charles. So DR 1991, thank you for the donation. Said you are beautiful inside and out. Thank you for maintaining your integrity even after your exponential growth last year. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aw, you guys are so sweet. That was so nice. I was about to switch to a new job, but because of the virus, they had to put things on hold. They don't know when they'll be able to hire me. Oliver, what are you doing here? Come here, baby. Come here. What are you doing? Hello. Hello. Your breath smells so bad. We got to get you a dentist stick. Yes, we do. We bought him dental sticks a while back, but are you chewing my hoodie strings immediately? Instantly? You know you're not supposed to do that. So we're trying to get him, because he's starting to get his teeth, so his breath's starting to smell bad. We're like, Oliver. You want to say hi? There's people here that want to see you. You want to say hi? We've been doing a lot of dancing with Oliver. He's been really loving dancing. Do you like, see, look, it's you. Say hi. He's like, no. Oh my God, Oliver's gotten so big. He really has. Like, he's literally, look how long he is now. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? He's so long and big. I hate it. I want him to stay a little puppy forever. He's getting really cute, though. He's up to 13 pounds. Yeah, last time we took him to the vet, he was 13 pounds. So, yeah. Oh, no more puppy breath. I wish I could bottle puppy breath. Right? It was so cute. And now he's all big and grown. He's a big boy. Look at the little nuggets. So sweet. He is so sweet. He's literally the best. He's been so great too. Like, he's a great reason for us to like go out and like take a walk and things like that. 13 pounds. Yeah, he just got to 13. They think he'll probably get to like 20 pounds and then stop. So we'll see. Out at first, but now we're just realizing he's just a very like, he just vibes, you know? Like, he's really just vibing. 20 is a nice size for a dog. Yeah, I think 20 pounds would be a great, if he stopped there, that would be great. Where did you get that water bottle? It's actually a Hydro Flask. I just got stickers for it. So, must be nice to have a quiet dog. Mine doesn't shut up. Yeah, I want to get him, I want to get another dog when he's a little bit older. Not right now because he still needs a lot of attention, but I'd love to have two because he's very social. Like, he loves other dogs. And I think if he had another dog he could always play with, he'd be really happy. He's definitely like, he's a brother. Like, he wants he wants a sibling, I think. We want to wait till he's older, but we want to get another one. But I was like, man, we just got so lucky with him. Like, in general, like, he's so chill. He just vibes. He like is very cuddly and affectionate. Like, he doesn't care about anything. And I was like, what if we get a dog who just like barks all the time and changes him? And so, but I think we're going to end up doing it anyway because we really want to get another one. Oh, Karen said, Buy that puppy something cute. I hope you have an amazing day and stay safe. Thank you so much. You're going to get a toy, and it's all thanks to Kieran. We'll get you a good toy. How about that? He loves toys. Oh my God. We have so many, and somehow he loses them. I think when we lift up our couch eventually, when we move, there's just going to be a mountain of dog toys under there. Would you ever get a cat? LOL. We've talked about getting a cat, but I don't know. I don't know. I think we just love him right now, and we're just like happy with him, you know. So I think hello, and I don't know how he would be with a cat because he got almost beat up by a cat when he first met one. It did not go well. My friend had a cat, and we brought him over to my friend's house who has the cat. And the cat, my friend didn't tell me this till after, but the cat, like the couple days before, had been at a house with a dog that was really mean to it. And so when the cat saw Oliver, the cat got scared. So I was holding Oliver and I like leaned him towards the cat, which was dumb on my part. Like I didn't think about it because I didn't think the cat was going to do what it did. But the cat like swiped him and made his, he cut his little face. And the Oliver was completely fine. Like he didn't even care. But now I don't know about the cat thing. So. He was a little shook though. But you got beat up by a cat, huh? But I love puppies. I do too. Oh no, I know. It was so I almost cried because he had a little bit of blood, and I was like, Oliver. It was the first time he'd ever been hurt. But he's our little baby. All right, you want to go make dinner? Is that what you want to do? All right. Well, thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me. I know this was kind of a let me know if there's any videos you want me to like any commentary videos you guys want made. We're going to do Tiger King tomorrow, but let me know if there's anything. Is that the microphone? Are you trying to do ASMR? Let me know if there's any topics you want or anything like that. Cuz I'll talk about them. I just haven't really been keeping up with stuff cuz everything's been so nutty. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You want to say anything? You want to say goodbye? Oh, I love him so much. All right. I love you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, bye. Thank you to people who helped mod, by the way. I really appreciate it, including Charles. All right. You want to say bye? Say bye. Say go register to vote. Say stay 6 feet apart. All right. Bye, guys.